Hey there, I'm Britlin. Thanks for joining me today for a nice and relaxed practice. So today we will be doing our entire practice lying down on our backs. So you can start to make your way there. So whether this is something you're doing before bed, or maybe it's in the middle of the day, just let this be a nice way to connect with your breath. Release tension from the physical body and just let go of whatever you can. So coming on to lying down on your back, your soles of your feet can be pressed down onto the mat and just kind of walk them a little bit wide and let your knees fall in towards one another. This posture is called constructive rest. It should feel nice on the low back. We'll just take a few moments here to settle in. Begin to guide our awareness to the breath and the natural rhythm that's there. Just notice how your breath is moving in and out of the lungs. If it feels fluid and smooth, or if it's a little bit more choppy and maybe caught, maybe it's shallow. Having the breath feel something other than smooth and easy could be a sign of just some stress that you're carrying with you right now. So there's no judgment around what you notice, but just finding some gratitude for the fact that you are here. And no matter what, you will experience some benefit from the time that you spend on your mat. Try to allow yourself to just come back to the breath and to this practice as much as possible. Every time your mind wanders, just gently guide it back. So you get this time as not just a physical release of tension, but you give your mind permission to not think and worry about all of the things that it's going to try to steer you towards. From here, you can bring your knees in towards your chest. And just grab onto your shins, give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe there's a gentle rock from side to side, drawing some circles or ovals with the low back, or maybe even little figure eights. All right. From here, give yourself a squeeze, and then bring your hands to your knees, and we'll take some nice gentle circles with the legs. So you'll pull your knees away from each other, drawing big circles, and all the way back around. Drawing circles out and away, and then back in towards the midline. And travel through a couple more. And this should just feel good on the hip joints. No pain. Never allow pain into your practice. All right, come back to stillness just for a beat, and then we'll switch directions. Travel through at least one more circle on this side. Staying with your breath. And then coming back to stillness. Bring the soles of your feet back to the mat. Pretty much every posture we do today is going to be really relaxed, but just one that may be a little bit more of a heat builder, and that's going to be bridge pose, and we'll do it now. So feet are underneath the knees, or heels under knees. Bring your hands down by your sides. And from here, on an inhale, just lift your hips up. Now this doesn't have to be super intense. Just find a little lift. One more breath. Exhale, lower down slowly. We'll do 2 more sets of that. Press your low back into the mat. And then next, inhale, just start to peel your spine off, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lifting the hips. Engage the inner thighs. Little stretch for the front of the hips. One more breath. Exhale, lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. And gently press your low back into the mat. Good. Final set. Next inhale. Start to peel up. Make sure you can continue breathing deeply wherever you land. Lifting at the hip points. Press down through the heels. One more breath in. Exhale, lower it down gently. Good. Let your low back press into the mat for a moment. And bring your hands to your belly and just let your knees fall from side to side. Windshield wipering the legs back and forth. In every moment, try to notice how your body is responding. How the breath maybe changes with time. Coming back to stillness, bring the soles of your feet to touch, knees out wide. Cobbler's pose, or some people call it butterfly. We'll hold here for about 6 or 7, maybe 8 breaths. Your hands may still be resting on your belly, or maybe you let your arms just spread out wide. Close your eyes. As you stay with the rhythm of your breath and let that calm you, you may take a moment to ask yourself what brings you on your mat. What are you trying to cultivate or invite in? Maybe your body is really sore and it needs a practice like this, or maybe the emotional part of you just really wants more peace. Sometimes it's helpful to connect with those reasons as another way to stay focused, to bring more intention into the practice. Take one more breath here. And then let your hands come to your thighs and gently guide your legs back together, soles of the feet down. You can pull your legs in once again. Give yourself a little squeeze, and then just start to reach your legs up towards the ceiling. You may just go back and forth between straightening out as much as you can and then pulling the knees back to bent. Just kind of exploring what your hamstrings say right now. And the next time that you're reaching your legs up, whether they're fully straight or not, don't worry about that. But bring a little space between your legs so that you can just twirl your ankles. You may feel some cracks in the ankles or in the hips as we find different postures today. That's never a problem, don't worry about it. Good. Straighten out one more time, and then slowly bring your legs back in. From here, just hold on to your right leg and let your left leg go long. Squeeze onto the shin and pull your leg kind of around your rib cage so the knee is trying to point up towards the shoulder. Spine is long, left leg can be pretty relaxed. Good, one more inhale. As you exhale, you can start to relax that grip. Let your leg kind of come back to center, and then interlace your fingers behind your thigh. Now from here, start to straighten your right leg up. Once again, it doesn't have to go fully straight, and maybe you do a little bit of the straightening and releasing a couple times through. Good. And next time that you're mostly straightened out, hold there and start to pull your leg a little closer to your torso. Now maybe you only move about a few millimeters, maybe you're able to pull a bit deeper, but it's not about forcing, it's just a little bit of a deeper stretch for the hamstring. One more breath in. Exhale, start to release the right leg all the way down and bring the left leg in. Interlace fingers on the shin so that you can pull your leg kind of up and around the rib cage towards your shoulder. Let your eyes close at any time. And if you're keeping your eyes open during this practice, I would encourage you to just choose one point to look at. That will help assist you in not being so distracted by the eyes wandering around the room. But you'll just be right here, keeping your focus. Good, one more breath in. And gently start to release your leg back towards center, switching your grip so it's behind your thigh. And start to straighten and relax a couple more times. And just going off what feels best to you today. It may not be everything that I offer, and that is okay. Next time you're reaching straight up, and start to pull a little bit. Pulling is not forcing, it's just assisting yourself to feel a new sensation. One more breath. And gently release. We'll take a full body stretch. Point your toes, reach your arms up overhead. Deep inhale. Exhale, relax. And bring the soles of your feet back to the mat. Next we'll move into a figure four, so it may be familiar for some. Nice hip opener. So lift your right foot and cross your foot over onto your left thigh. So kind of your ankle is just hanging out on your left thigh. Right knee kind of pulls away from your upper body. And if you feel enough of a stretch right here, you stay where you're at. If you need to feel more, then you'll weave your arms kind of in between your legs, or at least your right arm, so that you can grab onto your left thigh. And then here you're able to pull yourself a little bit deeper into the shape. Remember, we're not trying to add tension to the body, we're trying to release it. So if you find yourself muscling and efforting so much that your neck and shoulders are tight and you know they're just adding to the stress and tension you may already have, then allow yourself to ease up. We've got about 3 more breaths. So bring all your awareness to each inhale, each exhale. If you're satisfied, you can start to release the left leg down. Uncross the right. Take a moment, and when you're ready for the left side, you can cross your left ankle onto your right thigh, and then pull yourself a little bit deeper. Try to unclench your teeth. Take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. focus on long inhales without forcing, and complete exhales out. So your breath should always feel fluid, not like you're trying to fill up more than is comfortable. Two more breaths. And very gently release your foot down, uncross your left leg. And if you'd like, you can gently windshield wiper back and forth once again. Couple times to each side. Good. And make your way back to center. From here, start to scoot your body over towards the right side of your mat. Let your legs go long. From here, we're going to move into banana asana. So making a banana shape with the body. Start with the legs. Hips stay where they are, and your legs start to reach over towards the left side of your mat. You may be able to cross your right ankle over your left. Keep your hips down. Now, arms reach up overhead. And maybe you lift your upper body a bit to exaggerate the reach to the left as well. Let your eyes close, let your face be soft. Maybe there's even just a tiny little smile. Now this is a yin posture, and traditionally in yin, shapes are held for 3, 5, 7, sometimes even longer minutes. So we will not be doing that today, but for about a minute or so we'll be here. Just gently creating space along the right side of the body. If you love this shape, you may take it into your practice daily or in general. Maybe you hop into this shape every now and then when you know you need a little release and you let yourself hold it for minutes on end. It might be a nice experience to explore. Two more breaths. Try to relax every muscle in your body. To come out of this posture, move your upper body first back into alignment with your hips. Then move your legs back. And if you'd like, take a full body stretch, just really stretching out. Good. From here, we'll move all the way to the left side, just scooching over. And once you get here, hips are heavy, keep them where they're at. And start to move your legs over to the right. Cross your left ankle over your right if possible. And then reach your arms up overhead, lift your shoulders, and move to your degree. Try to let your body relax as deeply as possible. This can be a great practice for those of you that are used to more challenge. It's nice to be able to experience slowing things down and to remind yourself that there is benefit even when you aren't working hard, even when you don't feel super challenged. There is still benefit to just being on your mat, however that practice unfolds. peace and just feeling your belly rise and fall as you breathe. Reminding yourself that all of those distractions that may creep into your mind, they can wait. They will still be there if you'd like them to be at the end of this practice. Face soft, jaw relaxed. 2 more breaths. From here, start to shift your upper body back into alignment. And your lower body, full body stretch. Exhale, gently relax. Scoot yourself back to the center. Final posture today will be a gentle twist. So your knees can come in towards your chest. And from here, let them fall together over towards the left side. Try to keep your right shoulder down. And just be relaxed in this posture. Options could be putting a blanket underneath your legs if meeting the mat doesn't feel quite like the right distance for you. Maybe you let both arms come out to a T, just fully sinking into the ground beneath you. Belly is soft. Deep breaths, feel the belly expand. Final breath, deep inhale. And exhale. Start to ease yourself back to center. And when you're ready, knees fall to the other side. Try to angle your chest open to the ceiling. Once again, if your knees are trying to reach all the way down to the ground and that doesn't quite work for your body, then put something underneath your legs so that you're propped up a little bit more and both shoulders can be down. Hopefully the sound of my refrigerator, the sound of trucks going by outside has lulled you into this relaxing practice. Take in the moment. Add more ease into the shape, releasing what you can. Take one more full round of breath. And then gently come back through center. You may give yourself a final squeeze of the legs in, little hug. And then let your limbs go long. Shavasana. Let your feet fall out to the side. Maybe your legs are as wide as your mat. I like my hands resting on my belly. Maybe you have your arms starfishing out as well. Find what works. And give yourself, whether it's a minute, still. Finding gratitude for yourself and for this practice. Always trusting that it unfolds the way it is meant to. I encourage you to stay for as long as you'd like. But as I sign off, thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you again.